My name's Leanna Rupert. I work in the gaming industry for marketing, community, influencer management, content creator management. I do a lot of shit, but I haven't seen you guys in a while. What's up? Gonna give you a little quick update. This video is gonna be very short because it's not really about any like topic deep dive or anything, just a personal life update. So the reason I haven't been on is a couple different reasons. One, I let fuckers get into my head. So I'm gonna just address everything now. Yes, my face looks different. I have been slurring my words lately. I have not been able to say words properly, and my face is slanted, which a lot of people have felt the need to point out, and it did start to get to me, which kind of sucks because usually stuff like that does not really bother me, but for some reason it did, and I don't know if it's because I'm also getting older or what. So the reason behind that is I found out recently that I had a stroke, and so that is what the body sometimes does when you have a stroke. And actually, the one thing I can say thank you to trolls for is without them being shitty, I wouldn't have known. Because I finally did, it got to the point where I went to the doctor to be like, what is going on? Because I do have MS, so there's lesions on my brain, and I never thought about it. And they were like, well, you know, it was a pretty big one. Like, what, you know, you didn't know? And honestly, the truth is I'm in so much pain all of the time, 24/7. It feels like all of my bones are constantly breaking.
Time to let old things die.
No, I didn't notice because I'm also a workaholic, which means I'm very used to compartmentalizing whatever I'm going through and putting it aside to focus on whatever I need to focus on. So that is part of it. Also, the other part, I'm just gonna get out of the way because I don't like people having that kind of power over me, and I'm very disappointed in myself that I let it get to me, but it is what it is. We learn. So this is my way of taking it back, and not in the way that I've seen some people do. Like they're like, oh, like posting beautiful pictures of them where they've gained a little weight, and who cares? You're not your body, and they looked gorgeous. I don't care, da da da. But the second one person says something negative, they take it down, and now they're on drugs to make them skinny. I'm not doing that. I am what I am, and you can take it or leave it. So the other thing is teeth. My teeth are messed up. They are clean. They are healthy. The only thing that's messed up is this tooth now looks like it's a lot further up, which then makes these teeth look more crooked than they actually are, which crooked teeth are okay. People do have crooked teeth. And that is because this tooth is actually fake. I had an ex-boyfriend pummel my face in, and the tooth is old, and I probably do need to get it changed out, and I just haven't had the time or the money to do that. So teeth are fine. You don't need to be so worried about the state of my teeth. They are fine and healthy. I just, unfortunately, one of them is fake because of an asshole. So you can stop worrying about my ugly ass teeth and chewing on bricks. I am doing none of the latter, and my teeth are perfectly healthy and clean, and I do brush and floss, and I highly encourage you to do the same. But I have not, I've filmed a lot of videos, and the problem, the reason why you're not seeing them is a couple of issues. One that you're already familiar with, that I'm notoriously bad for recording videos and then actually forgetting to edit them, and then by the time I get to them, they're no longer topical. One of the videos I did was going over an old Mortalitasi theory I had and a lyrium theory I had that I wrote up like 4 years ago at Game Informer to see how it stacks up to Veilguard before it launched, and it turns out all my theories were true. What up? But now that it's out, there's no point in saying anything or putting that video out because now that the theories are confirmed true, it's pretty massive spoilers, so I'm not gonna do that to you. And then I also have a couple review stuff that I did that I just kept nitpicking with. I couldn't stop during the editing process. I couldn't stop looking at my teeth. I couldn't stop looking at how uneven my face looks. And I got it in my head. So this is why we're ripping the band-aid off, and we're just gonna address it head on so I can get out of my head, because it doesn't matter what I look like. I could be the ugliest person in the world, and that doesn't mean I'm not allowed to take up space. So hopefully you're cool with it. If not, nobody's forcing me to be here. Like I said, this is not meant to become like a YouTube channel. It is just a place I can dump my thoughts. That is mine. I prefer face-to-face. I don't like texting. I don't like calling. I don't like DMs. I prefer face-to-face. So this is just a really good mode for me. I don't expect it to go anywhere, nor do I particularly want it to. If you're here, I very much appreciate you, because the whole point is human connection. So I definitely appreciate getting to like hear your thoughts and share thoughts with you, and getting to meet a lot of you guys at conventions and stuff has been really fun. So this is just kind of my short little purview into being like, I get it, I'm not doing as much as I should be on this channel. There's a couple of reasons for that, and so there's that. So health has been pretty bad, if you haven't surmised by me not understanding I even had a stroke, but my health has been very bad. Gained quite a bit of weight because of it, which again, I don't really mind. I am grateful to have a body that can retain weight. I know that's a problem for a lot of people, so I'm not seeing it as a negative, nor am I trying to fix it. Life is too short. I'm healthy in terms of what I can do for myself, vitamins, nutrition, things like that. But there are things just outside of my control, and that's just the hand I'm dealt, and that's okay. A lot of the medical stuff comes over from when I was active duty, when I was hurt, and it's debilitating, unfortunately. And that is just the way the cookie crumbles.
Cookies! Yay! So
yeah, that's just a heads up. Health has been pretty rough. Seizures, memory loss has been a big thing. Anxiety been through the roof. Like, I haven't really been able to talk to anybody, even people I really love. Almost the people I love the most are the people I avoid the most, and I'm kind of learning more about that and why I am doing that, and kind of the trauma reasons behind it, so I can address it and be a better friend, more present friend. And a lot of that stuff I believe should be open about, but I also believe it should be worked on in private, because it is something that is very easy to twist into something else, and it's not a process you really want ego to be a part of. So I go into silence a lot, and I think that's very healthy and very normal. And the people that never have alone time or isolation, I feel bad for, because it is actually imperative for growth. No matter how supportive the people in your life are, you have to have alone time. You have to be alone sometimes. And if you can't, or, well, I found my person, so I don't need... You're missing the point entirely, and that probably means you need to do that even more. So that's just kind of where I'm at. Working on a lot of projects, really enjoying Uncommon Games, learning a lot about Unity. It's been really fun, even though some of the things I've made are atrocities, because I'm still very much learning. We announced secret level, and just dropped a ton of different information dumps. Excuse me. I got the purpose on that, including casting, which is pretty cool. That was another one of the projects that I have been involved with Prime, including Vox Machina and Fallout, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Had a couple other things too in the works that we will be announcing later this year. And and another thing is, I actually, unfortunately, because of funds and also health, is I was supposed to be going to India next week. And if you know me, you know that means more to me than anything. I lived in India when I was little, and it's the only place I felt safe and comforted and love, and India holds a very special place in my heart. And I was really excited because I've wanted to go back, and I was invited by the India Game Developer Conference, and unfortunately their budget got slashed, so they were able to cover accommodations but not the flight, and unfortunately the flight is the most expensive part, $7,000. And then because of that, the person I was supposed to be going to, who knows how to handle medical emergencies, she was no longer able to go. So it became a fear point of me. I talked to my doctor, and she was like, it is not a good idea for you to be traveling anywhere right now, much less the other side of the world. So I had to make the decision to pull out of that, which really sucks, because I was really excited about my talk. It was at the different pathways of working in the gaming industry, because I have worked so many. It's not me pulling that information out of my ass. It is, I've worked in a bunch of different divisions in the games, which I've talked about a lot of times on this channel. But so I was really sad, and I will admit, I went through kind of a depression spike through that, of I finally manifested this, and it was this beautiful moment, and then I have to throw it away. And I know that logically that's not like that, but it doesn't stop your brain from feeling like that. So that's just kind of where I'm at. I am still here, still kicking, and appreciate you guys being patient with me. I miss you very much. I miss making videos. I miss editing videos. I'm gonna get back to it. I've got a bunch. I'm going ghost hunting later this week with Team Monster and some friends, including Steve Saylor, which is my bestie. And I'm very excited to go hunt some ghosts, because we're going to a very, very haunted location. And if you know me at all and you watched my ghost hunting video before, or my ghost story video before, you know I'm haunted as fuck. So it's gonna be interesting. So, got some cool stuff coming on the pipeline that hopefully you guys will enjoy, and I'm excited to share with you. And in the meantime, I hope you're drinking your water, you're taking care of your health, because it's a tricky beast, and I hope you're always leading with your kindness foot forward, even when it's hard to do, especially when it's hard to do. Appreciate you guys very much, Miss you very much, and I will catch you guys next time, friends. Bye.